Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Gina is a BAMF. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty rad. Now, I know you've noticed my chin. Don't worry, I'm not dying. I got into an unfortunate scooter accident recently, and I'm okay. I just didn't come out of it unscathed. I didn't want you to be distracted by the sight of this disgusting wound. I'm just gonna rock this little Band-Aid, you know? I think I can pull it off. Well, it's that time of year again, everyone's favorite bullshit holiday, Valentine's Day, or as I like to call it, hiding rings in food day, you unoriginal bastards. I said yes! I wonder if dentists make a killing like the day after Valentine's Day. I don't know about you guys, but I love terrible movies. I think they just give me hope that creating a full feature film of my own one day is completely feasible. And what better way to celebrate approaching 30 and still very single on Valentine's Day than watching a cringy, so bad it's good rom-com. Now, one night I was just browsing through Netflix for a, standard 2 hours, searching for something decent to watch. And right before I was about to call it quits, I encounter My Perfect Romance. The stupid ass auto preview feature that everyone hates started playing. And at that moment, I knew I had hit the motherfucking jackpot. The dialogue is awkward and uncomfortable, and nothing makes sense. So I just knew I had to do a video about it. Now this video is gonna be pretty long, but please come along with me and my Band-Aid on this journey. And I can assure you, you'll be whispering what the fuck to yourself every 10 seconds. Let's get this party started. So we open with our main character, the fiery, career-driven redhead, Miss Vivian Blair, awakened by a phone call from her sister. Within the first minute of the film, there are already continuity errors. As you can see, there's no Tupperware anywhere on the counter here. And then 30 seconds later, the husband walks around the island, grabs Tupperware from the counter, and then walks back over.
What about your algorithm?
Well, we haven't launched it yet. It won't be for a couple months.
We find out Vivian is a programmer, aka a love scientist, working on an algorithm for a new dating app. And then there's this really awkward moment where he hands her a container of pudding that's been sitting literally right in front of her the entire time. And she acts surprised.
Ah, 3 flavored pudding.
Aw, losing my Band-Aid. All right, let's meet our boy who has very poor chopping technique.
Are you ready for eggs a la West Robinson?
Mama Bear cock blocks his morning makeout sesh with Blondie over here. And then she's like, I have to go. And he leaves this perfectly balanced breakfast.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get.
We find out Wes is a bit of a playboy.
Where do you find these women? I mean, doesn't it sometimes get just a little tiresome?
And has just been appointed CEO of his family's tech business.
You know, when I appointed you head of the tech division, I expected you to run it well.
I will. Just after this cup of coffee.
Yeah, Daddy's got money.
So is there a reason you're calling so early?
Your division, Robinson Tech, is down 2 points.
Numbers are down.
If you don't manage to turn this around, I'll have to rethink your position in the company. How's that?
Chandler Bing's mom laying down the law. By the way, why does Morgan Fairchild always play the rich bitch mom?
Chandler!
Thanks for wearing something.
Vivian is now on her way to work, and just to show you that the story time of this movie makes absolutely no sense, she's still on the phone with her sister. Hours have passed since she's woken up and she had to get ready, and these SOBs are still in the fucking kitchen eating. Here we meet Vivian's quirky co-workers, one who keeps a photo of his cat on his desk.
Perfect.
Which isn't that weird, right? But this is.
Why don't you just leave that picture there rather than bring it back and forth every day?
Well, I wouldn't want Liz to be left alone overnight.
It's a picture.
As a crazy cat lady, I really appreciated the reverse gender stereotype. I also appreciated how Catboy looks directly at the camera, right here.
No matches again.
My perfect match isn't even live yet. There's no one to match to.
It's just a big fat zero is another reminder of my lonely, pathetic life.
Well, maybe you should get a cat.
Yeah, just get a cat. It's like the same thing. Also, she's upset about not finding any matches on a dating app that hasn't even gone live yet?
I don't want a cat. I want to meet a man. You need to grab some hot bull by the horns and just hold on for dear life and hope that he's not secretly married.
Oh, but Vivian's about to drop some knowledge bombs on this intellectual bonfire.
Guys, dating isn't about spontaneity or how hot somebody is.
Oh.
Oh, it's not? What?
It's about compatibility.
Oh, that's right. You just got schooled by the love doctor. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I had this same conversation with my friends when I was like 15 years old. These are grown-ass 30-something-year-olds. Then in walks our Superman, who was also, that's right, Vivian's boss. He has this sassy secretary
Push that to this afternoon.
Too late. I already told them to start without you.
who just roasts him throughout the entire movie.
Well, you're not that important anyway.
And then they hold a meeting in the tiniest room ever. This is a multi-million-dollar tech company. Look at the size of that table. This isn't a fashion show. It's the next day. The software engineer is a nerdy Asian, of course. What? You thought this movie wasn't gonna have any stereotypes? And he has some awesome new app ideas.
Fat Cat. It tracks and monitors your cat's calorie intake.
And Superman isn't impressed.
We have one more thing in development.
Doesn't this look like a stock image? So they call Vivian in to present this algorithm or app. I'm not really sure which one it is, but the person who wrote this uses them synonymously throughout the entire movie.
Go on. Impress me. I dare you.
Oh, a dare.
My research shows that most relationships that result in marriage are based on compatibility rather than physical attraction.
Really?
Scientifically speaking, yes.
Yes, science, bitch!
People say love is blind, but has anyone really put that to the test?
So you're telling me you've never seen a person significantly more attractive than their partner?
No photos, no measurements. My Perfect Match takes your digital footprint and runs the algorithm, and then it determines the mathematical likelihood of love between two people. It's revolutionary, really.
So Wes wants to capitalize on all these desperate people right before Valentine's Day. So
Best time to attract desperate daters is now.
I'm not a software engineer, but imagine developing an app that's supposed to launch months down the road. And your dickhead CEO walks in and is like,
All right, let's launch it tomorrow.
but he's still not completely sold it's gonna work.
You don't find love with numbers and statistics. You walk up to a woman in a bar, you buy her a drink, and you tell her the most beautiful woman in the room.
I'm gonna puke.
I have spent months on this research. It's scientifically proven.
For someone who's constantly surrounded by women, you really seem to know very little about them.
And then in walks Wes's brother, who looks like Macaulay Culkin if he were a Vineyards Vine model. His wedding is in a few days, and he's like, bro, I pulled some strings and got you and Viv on this talk show tomorrow to promote the app launch. You could surf off that wave.
Spending even one more moment with that man is almost as appealing as root canal. Being on TV is great publicity for Perfect Match. I mean, you want it to be a success, right?
Okay, I'll do it.
So now it's the next day and they're on the talk show.
So you're the genius that invented My Perfect Match.
And I don't know what it is about the host, but he really rubs me the wrong way.
I didn't know genius could be so beautiful.
Ugh.
We'll see you guys on set. You're gonna do great.
What are you talking about? You're on set right now.
Our programmers have developed an algorithm to determine your love match based on your digital footprint.
My digital footprint is a size 12.
He just made a dick joke on a morning talk show. Yeah, that's right, ladies. I got a big dick. So then they're kind of bullied into signing up for the dating app and bringing their matches for a follow-up interview on Valentine's Day.
If My Perfect Match can't find Vivian and I true love, nothing will.
Now they're back at the office and Vivian is, of course, pissed off.
Committing me to having my dating life broadcast on television. I'm sure there's not a single woman out there that would possibly want to spend a life with you.
This is her boss that she's talking to like this.
I could find true love if I wanted to, but I don't want to.
It's not just me that's riding on the success of this product. This is your company.
I guess we'll see who finds her perfect match.
Yes, we will.
And now they have this little competition going on.
The software's now live. Everything's running smoothly.
That's right, an app that's launch date went from a few months to 15 hours. Not a single bug. Whenever Apple launches a huge update, there's always one the next day to fix all the bugs. But now Robinson said, they nailed that shit on the first try.
Good, because the first profile on there is gonna be mine.
Sunset or sunrise?
Sunset.
Chocolate or pretzels?
Chocolate-covered pretzels.
Have you ever had a one-night stand? Habitually?
Why are they acting surprised? They created this. Oh, and look how good it looks. The next scene is my absolute favorite. Look at just pondering during a moonlit workout. Vivian wakes up to 5 matches and then walks into work like she just got laid for the first time in like 3 years.
Good morning.
And she has the most awkward date with Discount Thor.
It's almost like we were MADE, made for each other.
He has an allergic reaction and sneezes like 30 times in a row.
Are you okay?
And then he's a dick to the waiter.
Garçon, I'm allergic to these flowers.
Oh my, I'm so sorry. Do you want me to remove them for you?
Oh, but wait, it gets better.
I didn't ask you what you do for a living.
Lizards.
Lizards? Like you sell them in a pet store?
I show them in competition. I have this iguana that would just take your breath away.
That's right, he has a lizard fetish. So then she's like, I gotta get the hell out of here before Discount Thor starts smelling me with his tongue. And then the paparazzi show up like she's some sort of famous person, and now her bad date is all over TV.
I thought you were allergic to roses!
Then the family's together picking out napkins for the brother's wedding.
Do you think of Off-White or taupe?
It's a really tough decision.
What is this I'm seeing all over the news? Something called My Perfect Match?
Oh, I'm just the chairwoman of this giant corporation and I'm just finding this out now.
I still control the majority voting shares in this company, and I vote apps are on the way out.
It's not an app. It's an algorithm.
Which one is it? They're not the same thing. So Vivian continues to have really terrible dates, as shown through this lovely photo montage. They're at a restaurant. Why are there Tupperware containers? What do you think is going on here? She looks so offended. Never gonna find love.
What are you doing here?
Bitch, I'm your boss.
You're a real asset to the company.
Delivery for Vivian Blair?
I hate red roses.
Not every woman loves roses.
Well, I'm not every woman. My dad.
Oh, what's that I smell? Is it roses?
He told us he was going to get my mom some roses, but he never came back.
Daddy issues. Yeah, girl, join the club.
My dad didn't exactly stick around either.
Now they're at Macaulay's wedding rehearsal, which they're taking very seriously.
Here comes the bride.
Hey, Mom, where are you?
Negotiating.
Negotiating, yeah, business buzzwords. Pew, 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 pew.
Enjoy your closing, Mom.
Hello, Mother.
Shares of Robinson Corporation are just shooting through the roof, and it's all thanks to you. Who are you taking to the wedding? She doesn't have to be Miss Right, okay? She just has to be Miss Right for the photographers and the networking. I think I've invited at least 5 CEOs from Fortune 500 companies to this thing.
So Wes brings Vivian to the wedding.
Wow, you look nice.
And then she bumps into Discount Thor.
Hi, Vivian. I have a girlfriend now, and she's really jealous, so it'd be great if she didn't know about us.
Even though our date was broadcasted on television.
Come in, my little green iguana. We'll find someone.
Wes gets another phone call from guess who? Is she missing her own son's wedding?
My Perfect Match is tanking.
Dun dun dun.
The company just spent millions on marketing.
One app or algorithm, we still don't know yet, is tanking an entire multi-million-dollar tech company. Then he goes in for the kill. Look at her face. Did he just step on her toe?
That was not part of the job description.
So they ditched the wedding, which I don't blame them because there's like 12 people there. Do you see any rain, or are we just supposed to imagine it?
What is it?
My perfect match is tanking, Vivian. Statistically speaking, it's all downhill from here.
Statistically speaking, scientifically speaking. Cue the dramatic rain scene. Then she accuses him of being a liar because he waited like an hour to break the news to her.
You won't even take a chance.
Take a chance? Girl, it's been like 2 weeks. You hated him yesterday. So then Superman has a little heart-to-heart with his sassy secretary.
Do you remember when you were a schoolboy? I was your mother's assistant back then. When your mom was in a meeting, you'd sit right there and staple all my schedules together and drive me nuts just like you do now.
You were a piece of shit then, and you're a piece of shit now.
I remember your crazy jackets. Those shoulder pads.
It was the 80s.
Oh, wait, hold up. This movie was released in 2018. This lady has been a secretary at this company for 40 years. Well, no wonder she's so sassy. Give her a promotion.
A girl like Vivian Blair doesn't come along every day. You really want to give up just like that?
Well, guys, if you've made it this far in the video, I applaud you. It's finally Valentine's Day, which means follow-up interview with this asswipe.
My digital footprint is a size 12.
I watched the ending probably 10 times, and I still don't fully understand it.
I met some very nice people, but none of them were my perfect match.
What about you, Wes?
I didn't actually submit my profile until last night. Yes, I did find my perfect match. My plan was to go on dates with real women. Lots of horrible dates, and then tell you, so then you could see the real me. But my plan failed before it even began.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, what are you talking about? I have no idea.
Check your profile.
Wes.
Be my perfect match, Vivian.
So I guess they were a match the entire time, and he wanted to prove it to her the old school way. I think that's what they're getting at. Also, I love how the whole gimmick was physical attraction does not equal compatibility when they're both clearly very attractive people. All right, guys, well, that about does it. It's time to wrap this up. I hope you enjoyed this video. I think I'm gonna start doing more bad movie reviews. If you enjoyed this video, do your girl a solid and subscribe, and I will catch you next time. Pew!